Hey guys, I'm Sam from 9point8. Today I'm going to show you how to re-lube the nut on a fall line seat post. This is a super simple job. It can be done by anyone who's comfortable working on their bike and only takes a few minutes to do. This is something that you'll do when the post isn't returning smoothly. You're not noticing that nice clean film of grease on the upper tube. The tools you will need are the little bottle of P10L, possibly a strap wrench, possibly some rubbing alcohol, and definitely some paper towels or a rag. Just grab a paper towel and a little bit of that rubbing alcohol and just give it a clean. First, you're going to remove the Schrader Valve Cap from the top. The next step is to loosen the nut. There's a couple of ways to do that. The first is possibly just with your hands. You may be able to do it with your hands. You may be able to use your strap wrench. The easiest way that we found, which is to remove the post from the stand, flip it over and clamp only the nut right where it joins with the lower tube. Unthread the nut by simply twisting the lower tube. Remove the foam lubrication ring from the nut, just like that. You want to be really careful using any sort of tool here. This is only a foam ring. It's pretty easy to rip. Get a nice dollop on the end of your finger. Wipe it around so you get a nice kind of fillet. You just slide the nut down until it touches, and then you're just going to turn the nut back on. Thread it down a little bit with our hands. Feel it get harder to turn the post. At that point, you'll want to apply a small amount of downward pressure and turn at the same time. You should feel it get really tight. It should be less than a fingernail's gap between the nut and the lower tube. Fill it back up with air and reinstall your valve cap, and you're finished. This is the most basic service, so it's a great time to check for anything else that may be wrong. Especially when you've got the nut slit up, you get a good look at the inside. You can see whether it's dirty, if there's moisture in it, anything like that. You may be asking, why P10L? We have tested hundreds and hundreds of off-the-shelf greases. We would have been thrilled to find something that works as well as this. This is a proprietary blend. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but we firmly believe that this is the best possible option for the fall line seat post. It's the perfect mixture of tackiness to stay in the places that we need it to stay, and still allow it to slide out, lubricating everything each time the post extends, as well as providing the right amount of lubrication for the fall line seat post.